Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bobcats will move away to start the game. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch. Still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Man, it's so important to play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Working the middle of the field, he knew he needed to rock it, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there because the QB got it to his guy early. He was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yard.
The Buffaloes are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on the 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Receiver puts it in, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get it down to the 2.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. Give the guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down for this offense. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Looking to pass on second down. Grab over the middle. It's Harris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. A drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bobcats will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Bringing it back, it's Miller. Returns like that, why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manages.
That's the end of the first quarter. Colorado 7, Texas State 0.
All right, let's get it. Right.
He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downfield, getting in the backfield, and making a tackle for us.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Going up top on first down. Gonna take a shot. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling. He's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away. It's a big time to play.
Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the free ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arizona dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one. But I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now
at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Defense did a great job. 30 short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads it left. And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. It's the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open. He comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was in there.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off. And after the interception and return, this defense has set its offense up a bit.
That essentially ends up being the punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot. Because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Green. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll put it to the line.
Check. Ready, switch.
Trying to find his man on first down. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. The second down coming.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Running it back, it's Miller. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul,
what a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back. Takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with these decisions.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete. He's down at the 1. They almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas State.
that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, coaching it with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Getting behind those pads and behind the stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt he's throwing quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Great job by the defense dialing in some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Colorado 10, Texas State.
And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys now, low-scoring game, still very much in this, we can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dylan, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend, so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead with the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On third down, going up top. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll run it to the right. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you've seen one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And they will score. Touchdown, Bucks!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games. There's still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Players understand situations. They understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs.
Going downfield for the big play. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
Leads it with the back. Aaron is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11.
Second down.
Let's go.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Check, check. Red 70, black saw. White 29.
Touch pass on the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 17, Texas State 7.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
29 Philly.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Bobcat! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 27.
Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're clawing, they're scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads possible.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas State 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go. But this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger.
Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They want to throw it. Gets it away off his back foot. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
With that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now and force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But it also sees a lot of momentum. If you get it here on 4th and short, if you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Texas State 14.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Check. Ready, quick switch.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. It's Evans. Bobcats pick up the first down.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get the first down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, first down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. They want to just keep throwing it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after a big play in the passing game. And if they want to take the lead and be able here, they'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bobcats! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown. And more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas State 21, Colorado 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island? He is dominant as this guy has been all game. You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now in 2-minute situation to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
He had that one slipped to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive. You've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Looking for a deep man. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Fake the spike, and now he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Graves. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Bobcats heading quickly to the line. Fake spike. Now he'll throw it. Looking to take a shot. And it's picked off. And he's brought down after the interception, and that's how this one will end. Oh, so close to the defense, making a heroic play. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. Coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to